Good evening, Flyer wrestling fans. Welcome to tonight's action. We have here in the middle school commons the Clash. It's called Clash in the Commons, and this is the 13th year of this event. And a little known fact or little side note is this is the very first event in the district that was live streamed. So this is quite a storied tradition that we have going on where the Little Falls Flyers is taking on the Brainerd Warriors. So we have our Little Falls middle schoolers, grades 6, 7, and 8 versus the Brainerd Warriors middle school students. And so we'll have approximately about 30 matches for you tonight. The Flyers are coached by longtime middle school coach Jeremy Statham and assisted by Peyton Carl, Louis Vandermeer, and Patrick Eustace. First match of the night will be Miles Littner for the Little Falls Flyers versus Ty Mulroy. And I don't know if you can hear in the background, but our announcer, Mr. Holy, it's a long-standing tradition as well. When he's been announcing, he gives all the wrestlers nicknames and just kind of make this a fun event for the kids. Got both wrestlers here just in the collar tie, ear to ear. We'll get a little break in the action, get some blood time. So while we have a little bit of downtime here, I'd like to thank Mark Deal and the Flyer Media Productions for sponsoring this event or putting on this event. It's always kind of fun for the wrestlers and families that can't make it to be able to view this. And I think our next broadcast is February 4th. February 6th, Thursday night at home. It's triangular. Little Falls Flyers varsity event will take on the Holding Ford Huskers and the Malacca Wolves. And we're back to action here. Again, this is Miles Littner, Little Falls Flyers, versus Ty Mulroy of the Brainerd Warriors. Still no score in this match, and there's a takedown for Littner. And new scoring system this year. It's 3 points now for a takedown. We just got short time left here with 5 seconds left in this first period. So it's Brainerd's choice. He'll choose the neutral position to start the second period. For those of you viewing here, our periods at this level are minute 30 seconds for each period. They wrestle 3 periods unless there's a fall or tech fall. There's a snap down to a goal behind from Mulroy for 3 takedown. 3 threes now the match score. Mulroy is able to turn Lettner in the half with about 50 seconds left here in the second period. Littner doing a nice job battling on the bottom. And this match will end with a fall by winner by fall, Ty Mulroy of the Brainerd Warriors. Be Lucas Janey of the Little Falls Flyers and Anthony Abramo of the Brainerd Warriors.
Next match this afternoon, Lucky Lucas Janey versus Anthony the Animal Abramo.
Abramo quickly in on a double leg takedown for 3. Abramo attempting a head lever here. Abramo switches off from the head lever to an arm bar. Janey able to swim out of that. And again, Abramo right back into a head lever. Janey up to his feet for a 1-point escape. Quick shot on a single leg. Abramo able to defend that off. Abramo able to defend that to a go behind for another takedown. As this first period will come to a close, Abramo with a 6-1 lead. Janey's choice, he defers. Abramo will choose the down position to start the second period. Again, the match score is 6-1 in favor of Abramo of Brainerd Warriors. Abramo quickly to his feet. 1 escape. And Abramo in on a high crotch takedown. Match score is 10-1. Abramo in on a wrist and half for a pinning combination. Attempting to turn Janey. And there's the fall for Abramo of the Brainerd Warriors over Lucas Janey. Next match, we'll present Little Falls will present Ross Vanderwerken versus Gavin Weber of the Brainerd Warriors.
Versus Gavin, the Gravy Train Weber.
Again, these are minute 30 periods. So got Weber in on a double. Secures the 3-point takedown. Okay, Weber trying to get Vandermeer off his base. Got that far wrist. Looks like he's sliding into an armbar. Vanderwicken able to get out of that armbar. Now we'll need to build up to a base here. Attempt to get away. Weber working a barbed wire here in attempt to turn Vanderwicken. And the first period will come to a close. We have Weber with a 3-0 lead heading into the second period. It'll be Vanderwerken's choice. He defers. Brainerd Warriors will choose neutral to start the second period. Weber in on a double, able to finish that and immediately right into a half. So Weber will get 3 points for that takedown. Ross with a stand-up for an escape, which is 1 point, but Weber immediately back in on that double. So far, Vanderwerken able to stuff that head, defend that shot. Again, Weber back in on the double, changes to a single. And he has a little crack down there to go behind to secure three more points for a takedown. Now makes the match score 9-1 in favor of Weber. We got 10 seconds left here in the second period. That'll end the second period. Match score is still 9-1 in favor of Gavin Weber of the Brainerd Warriors over Ross Vanderwecken. And it was Vanderwecken's choice here in this third period. He chooses the top position. We get a little false start there on Weber. Get a restart here. Weber doing a attempted stand-up. Vanderwerken working for that crossface. Weber able to get a reversal there for 2 points. Weber attempted to armbar to turn to Vanderwerken. So far, no near fall points awarded. The opponent has to have his shoulders exposed past a 90 degrees to the mat to get any count going. We have short time left in third period. Match score 11-1. And it looks like that's how we'll end. It'll be a major decision with 11-1 win for Gavin Weber over Ross Vanderwecken. So up next for the Little Falls Flyers, we'll have Gabriel Dempsey. And for the Brainerd Warriors, we have Grant Shaquin.
Silent but deadly Shequin.
Gabriel Dempsey in on a single leg. Still no takedown awarded here. Dempsey not able to gain control. Until this point here, he switches off to a double. Dempsey's able to score a 3-point takedown. Dempsey attempting a wrist and a half here to turn his opponent. So Dempsey gaining some near fall points here. And scoring systems changed a little bit this year. So the ref will swipe his hand for a count of 2. That's 2 near fall. A swipe of 3 is 3 near fall, and a swipe of 4 is 4 near fall. Shaquin able to get off his back and get back to his base. But Dempsey secures a 4-point near fall. Now has a match score of 7-0 as we run out of time here in this first period. So first period comes to a close. We have Gabriel Dempsey with a 7-0 lead as we go into the second period. Be Dempsey's choice. He defers the choice to Shaquin, and he chooses neutral position to start the second period. Dempsey in on a little attempted knee snatch there. Right into a cow catcher. Let's go with the cow catcher and just does a go behind for 3 points for a takedown. Oh. Dempsey attempted crossface, but got a little high there. You got to have the anchor. Still no loss of control yet. Dempsey able to get her back around behind Shaquin. Dempsey attempted a little dump for a near fall. Right back into wrist and half. Off on that and doing a little false cradle here. And we'll be able to turn Shaqueen. And no near fall awarded, so second period will come to a close with Dempsey taking a 10-0 lead into the third period. So Dempsey chooses the down position. Dempsey doing a nice job of controlling the hands, and as he stands up, makes it a little easier to get away. Earns 1 point for the escape. Dempsey in on the takedown, right to the back for some near fall. And this match will end with a pin for Gabriel Dempsey over Grant Shaqueen. So our next match will feature Tristan Olson of the Little Falls Flyers versus Beckett DeRozier of the Brainerd Warriors.
Match this afternoon, Tristan the Titan Olson versus Beckett the Bulldog DeRozier.
So Olson attempted double, but DeRozier was able to defend that and do just a little throw by to get to a go behind. DeRozier secures 3 near fall, and Olson quickly escapes. A little snap down to go behind for DeRozier for 3 more points for a takedown. Again, there's another takedown for DeRozier, and we'll let Olson go. Olson attempted shot, but DeRozier able to defend that and get his own takedown. DeRozier will let him go. Gives Olson 1 more point. The match score now is 12-4 in favor of DeRozier. There'll be another takedown for DeRozier, immediately right into the arm bar. And with short time here, we'll able to secure some near fall points. We got 2 more points for the near fall. So as we head into the second period, DeRozier's ahead 17-4. And DeRozier will choose the neutral position. If he's able to get a takedown here and no back points, DeRozier will win by tech fall, which is winning by 15 points or more. And there he just does the little knee snatch. And that'll end this match with a 20-4 decision for Beckett DeRozier of the Brainerd Warriors over Tristan Olson. Next up for the Little Falls Flyers, we have Caden Anez versus Isaac Picar of the Brainerd Warriors.
Isaac, the pile driver car.
Both wrestlers here fighting for that inside position. Picar in on a single leg, changes to a double. That'll be a takedown for Anez. Anez doing a nice job of breaking his opponent back down to the mat. Anez attempting a little armbar. It looks like first period will come to a close. Anez will take a 3-0 lead into the second period. Anez will have the choice here. He defers. Brainerd Isaac Picar will choose the neutral position to start the second period. Picar attempted double, Anez able to sprawl and defend that. Anez doing a nice job of doing a little go behind to secure the takedown. Now has a 6-0 lead. We'll get a break in the action off the edge of the mat. Go back to the center. We'll get a fresh start with 42 seconds left in the second period. Anez still remains in the top position. Anez doing a nice job controlling that near wrist. Have a short time here in the second period. And Anez will head into the third period with a 6-0 lead. And it should be Anez's choice. He'll choose the neutral position. Picar, or Anez able to defend Picar's shot. Goes right into a double. Gets his own takedown here for 3 more points. And they'll go off the edge of the mat and get a fresh start here in the middle. As you can see there on camera, Nez is doing a nice job keeping the pressure on his opponent there in the top position. Tempted half there by Inez. Pickar on a tempted roll, but Inez able to defend that. And it looks like this match will end with a 9-0 decision for Caden Inez, the Little Falls Flyers, over Isaac Pickar. Next up for the Flyers, we have Alex Waltman coming out versus Aiden Pickar, the Brainerd Warriors.
Match number 7, Alex the Bobcat Roman versus Aiden the Predator Picard.
Pickar quickly in on a shot. Waltman able to defend that. Attempted shuck. Attempt by Waltman. Pickar in on the legs, but Waltman able to defend that as they go off the edge of the mat. We'll get a fresh start here in the middle with both still in the neutral position. Pickar in on that single leg attempt and able to get that takedown. Pickar attempting that arm bar. Waltman to his feet. Waltman working for a switch right to the back here. So did a nice job of getting the reversal and securing some near fall points. Waltman trying to readjust here to get chest pressure, but Pickar able to get back to his base. Waltman will get some near fall. So first period will end with a 6-3 lead for Waltman. We'll go into the second period here. It'd be Waltman's choice. Waltman defers. He'll choose the neutral position. Again, Waltman has a 6-3 lead over Aiden Pickar. Waltman with a little snap down, but Pickar able to come in on his legs. Looks like that'll be a takedown for Pickar. And that ties up the match 6-6. Pickar has the cradle locked up, but Waltman doing a nice job of sprawling. Pickar let go of the crossface cradle, and Waltman able to get the reversal and right into a headlock for a pinning combination as they're right there on the edge of the mat. And Alex Waltman will win by a pin. And new this year, as the wrestlers get on the edge of the mat, they just need one touching point within the centers or within the circle. So they're still able to get their near fall points and secure the pin like we just watched Alex Waltman do. Now for the Little Falls Flyers out on the mat, we have Jacob Latimer. And for the Brainerd Warriors, we have Colton Libson. Libson dropped in on a single leg. Latimer doing a nice job of sprawling and breaking that grip to a go behind, and he'll secure the takedown. They go off the edge of the mat. We'll get a fresh start back in the center. Latimer will still remain in the top position and have a 3-0 lead with 58 seconds left. Latimer decides to give him the escape right away and start in the neutral position. We got Libson there, able to do a little snap down to a goal behind for a takedown. We got Libson attempted a little stack there, able to get 2 points for a near fall out of that, and immediately right into half Nelson. That ends the first period. We have Colton Libson of the Brainerd Warriors will go into the second period with a 6-3 lead over Jacob Latimer of the Little Falls Flyers. Latimer defers the choice. Libson chooses neutral to start the second period. Libson quickly in on a shot. Latimer doing a nice job of sprawling. Libson still sticking with that single leg and switches off to a double. Attempted spear cradle here by Libson. He'll get the takedown and some near fall points. Latimer able to bridge out of that. But still not quite to get the reversal. But Latimer, or Libson, excuse me, will get near fall. So Latimer able to get out of that for reversal for 2 points. Match score is now 13-5, still in favor of Libson. Latimer attempted just a little wing down, but or Libson attempted a little wing down, but Latimer able to follow him around. But Libson is able to hit the switch there and gain reversal to score right at the end of the second period. We'll start the third period with a score of 15-5 in favor of Colton Libson. We got Latimer attempting a power half. Got a little high there. And Libson able to get a reversal and some near fall points. So this match will end in a tech fall. So we have Colton Lipson will win over Jacob Latimer with a tech fall. Our next match will feature Maddox Vandermeer of Little Falls Flyers versus Henry Norman of the Brainerd Warriors. And for those of you that just joining us, this is the Clash in the Commons here at the Little Falls Community Middle School. It is the 13th year of this event, and this event was the very first event in the district to be live streamed. Got Vandermeer there with a takedown. And Norman with an escape. 3-1 in favor of Vandermeer. And by my lineup sheet, we have about 27 matches lined up or scheduled for tonight. And this is, I believe, match 8. Attempted shot by Norman. Nice little inside drag by Vandermeer for a takedown. Vandermeer right in on that crossface, attempting to lock up the cradle. Looks like he's got it locked, and will make an attempt to hip over. Or it's going to take him straight back here. Should be able to get a few near fall points before this first period comes to a close. So Vandermeer will score, will secure 4 near fall there. We'll take a 10-1 lead going into the second period. Vandermeer chooses or defers the choice. And Norman will choose the neutral position to start the second period. Vandermeer attempted shot here, but Norman able to sprawl and defend that. Again, Vandermeer got that inside drag, but still doesn't have the takedown. Got to get his opponent broken down to the mat before he can get that takedown, but still remain in the neutral position as Norman's able to break that grip. So no score, no points awarded. We got Norman in on a single leg, but it looks like time will run out. So we'll go into the third period. Vandermeer's choice. He chooses the down position. Vandermeer has a 10-1 lead here in this third period. Vandermeer with a little sit out. Attempted head pull. Comes out the back door. Gets an escape. Vandermeer in on a double leg takedown. If Vandermeer is able to get some near fall points here, he'll end this match in a tech fall. Vandermeer currently has a 14-1 lead with about 30 seconds left here in the third period. Vandermeer attempting to lock up the crossface cradle. Looks like he might run out of time. And so this match will end with a 14-1 victory for Leo Vandermeer. Now coming out on the mat for the Little Falls Flyers is Leland Stromberg. And for the Brainerd Warriors is Cullum Fabian.
Leland Stromberg versus I call him like I see him, Fabian.
Got Stromberg attempting a headlock here. And we get a little break in the action. Got some blood time. So again, if you, those of you that are just joining us here, and I don't know, I'm sure what you can hear over the PA system, but this is our 13th year of the Clash in the Commons, and Mr. Holy has been announcing for, I think he said, the last 8 or 9 years, and he always gives all the kids a little nickname, like All-Star Wrestling nicknames. So the kids always kind of get the giggles and when he's introducing them with their all-star name. And again, it's just a little fun thing that they've implemented here with this long-running, 13 years long-running competition between Little Falls Flyers and the Brainerd Warriors. So we're back to action here in the first period. We've got a minute left. Still no score. Stromberg attempted shot with Fabian a reshoot. Stromberg attempted snap down with a go behind. But Fabian able to shoot in on the double to get the takedown. Fabian attempted to sit out. And first period will come to a close. Fabian of the Brainerd Warriors will take a 3-0 lead into the second period over Leland Stromberg. And Brainerd will defer the choice. And Stromberg will choose the down position to start the second period. Again, our periods here are minute 30. Stromberg doing a nice job sitting out and then coming up into a stand-up and a rollout, but Fabian doing a nice job of following, still remains in control, and there's an escape for Stromberg. So that'll be 1 point for Stromberg, but we'll get a little stoppage in action for blood time again. And this is match 10 that we're watching for tonight, of about 27, 28 matches scheduled. Take a little time here to get the mat cleaned up. Now we'll get the wrestlers back to the center of the mat. Still 3-1 in this match in favor of Fabian of the Brainerd Warriors. We have just a little over a minute left here in the second period. Looking around the commons here, we have nice attendance by the families, by the Brainerd Warriors families and the Little Falls Flyers supporting their wrestler. Stromberg with a attempted go behind, but Fabian able to defend that and get the takedown. Fabian now has a 6-1 lead. So Stromberg able to get an escape for one, but Fabian in on the legs, attempting to go behind, but did not secure the takedown. So we'll end with a 6-2 score, I believe, going into the third period. They're having a little discussion of what the score is. Scoreboard has it 6-1. And again, we get a little stoppage in action here for some blood time. Get the wrestlers cleaned up and the mat cleaned up. So we'll start this third period with a 6-1 score in favor of Fabian of the Brainerd Warriors. We have Stromberg starting in the top position. Stromberg doing a nice job of with his mat return. Just under a minute left here in the third period. Score still 6-1 in favor of Fabian. Got Stromberg here securing some near fall points. We have about 15 seconds left in third period. Stromberg's going to have to pin him to win. He'll only have 4-point near fall if this match does not end in a fall. So this match will end with a 6-5 score in favor of Fabian of the Brainerd Warriors. Our next match will feature Joshua Winskowski of the Little Falls Flyers versus Grant Owens of the Brainerd Warriors.
Josh, the Widowmaker, Winskowski versus Grant, the Owl, Owens. Owens.
Both wrestlers here kind of trying to secure the inside position. Got just under 30 seconds left here in the first period. Still no score. And no real attempted takedown until right there. With Owens attempting a single leg. Winskowski able to fight that off as they go off the edge of the mat. Still no score with 14 seconds left. And the first period will end with a 0-0 score. Second period are Winskowski's choice. Winskowski is going to choose the top position to start the second period. Looks like Winskowski's was attempting the half. Now looking for a crossface. Again, still no score in this match. 30 seconds left here in the second period. Winskowski of the Little Falls Flyers started in the top position here, attempting a half to turn Owens. Owens attempted to stand up there, but Winskowski doing a nice job with his mat return. Able to kind of bulldoze him over. Doesn't look like it's far enough to secure any back points. Second period ends with still score 0-0. It'll be Owen's choice here in the third period. Owens is going to choose the top position. Winskowski doing a little the crawl there. So we call that the camel to a switch. But Owen's able to defend that. We'll get a break. Ref stopped the match. It was a clasp call, but no points awarded for the penalty. Oh, the ref awarded 1 point in favor of Winskowski. Owens clasping, which is holding his hands there in the top position. Winskowski attempting to stand up here, and he'll get that escape, which gives him another point. Makes the match score 2-0 in favor of Winskowski with 35 seconds left in the third period. Winskowski doing a little too much time looking at the clock in his bench, and Owens shoots in on the legs. But Winskowski was able to sprawl and defend that to a go behind, which will give him 3 points for a takedown. And that match will come to an end with a 5-0 win for Josh Winskowski of the Little Falls Flyers. Next out for the Flyers, we have Michaela Grossclose versus Avery Horseman. And it's nice to see girls getting involved in the sport of wrestling, and right now wrestling is one of the fastest growing women's wrestling is one of the fastest growing sports. We have Kayla Grossclose there with a takedown. Grossclose attempting half here. Doing a little step over, trying to get the shoulders to turn here, as she successfully does. Like Horseman was able to get out of that and back to her base. But Grossclose will get 4 for a near fall. Grossclose attempting the crossface cradle. So first period comes to an end. Grossclose will take a 7-0 lead into the second period. I could get a little stoppage here for some blood time or blood on the mat. So Horseman defers the choice to Grosclose. Grosclose will choose the down position. Grosclose right into a sit out to a head pull. Able to secure the reversal. Grosclose working the half Nelson here. Gives up on that. Good stop here for equipment check here. We'll get the headgear back on Horseman. Horseman will still remain in the down position. And the match score is 9-0 with 52 seconds left in the second period. Grosclose attempting arm bar. Gonna run the head with that overhook. Grosclose gives up on that, comes out front, attempting the cow catcher. And she should be able to secure some near fall. Oh, maybe not gonna run out of time. No near fall. Still 9-0 in favor of Grosclose going into the third period. It looks like Horseman will choose the neutral position. Grosclose a little snap down to go behind with a mat return. Gets the takedown. Immediately right into half Nelson. Attempting to turn. And that should end this match with a tech fall win for Michaela Grosclose of the Little Falls Flyers. Next out, the Little Falls Flyers will be sending out Jackson Lunday versus Blake Johnson of the Brainerd Warriors.
Match number 13. Action Jackson Lunday versus Blake the Snake Johnson.
Johnson with a takedown and immediately right to the back for some near fall. And then Johnson right off, right immediately into a crossface cradle. And that match will end with a fall with a win for Blake Johnson, the Brainerd Warriors, over Jackson Lunday of Little Falls Flyers. For the Flyers, coming out on the match now is Riley Eustace. And for the Brainerd Warriors will be Elizabeth Cox.
Ready, Riley Eustace versus Elizabeth Crazy Train Cox.
Cox in on single leg, able to get Eustace to the mat for a takedown. And we've got Eustace with a reversal, immediately taking her opponent to the back. Looks like Eustace coming off into a headlock. We have about 30 seconds left in this first period. Eustace comes in out of that headlock and immediately right into half Nelson, or some will call it just a head pin. But Cox able to fight off of that and get back to her base. And the first period will come to a close. Eustace will take a 6-3 lead into the second period. Be Eustace's choice. She'll choose the neutral position. Eustace with a snap down to a go behind for a takedown. Eustace putting the legs in for crossbody ride. Will attempt to hip over to break her opponent's hips to the mat. Eustace looking here for a crossface. And looks like Eustace has false cradle locked up. Now it takes opponent straight back, securing some near fall with 8 seconds left here in the second period. And second period will come to a close. Riley Eustace will have a 13-3 lead going into the third period. It's Cox's choice. She'll choose the top position. Eustace doing a little hip down action there and getting Cox to the mat, and comes off into a headlock, gains the reversal and some near fall. That'll be 4 near fall and then 2 reversal for Cox. So now makes the Match score of 19-5. Still in favor of Riley Eustace of the Little Falls Flyers. As the wrestlers go off the edge of the mat, we'll get a fresh start back to the center with 31 seconds left in the third period. And that'll end our match with a win for Riley Eustace by a score of 19-5. Next out for the Little Falls Flyers will be Brecken McLean versus Kellen Faber of the Brainerd Warriors. And this puts us about halfway through our matches for tonight. McLean in on a high crotch for a takedown. McLean will decide to cut him, wrestle him on his feet, and give Faber a 1-point escape. Again, McLean just with a little go behind. Immediately locks up a false cradle here. Will attempt to hip over and pull his... Should just hip right across here to take his opponent to his back. Just 10 seconds left here in the first period. And the first period comes to a close. McLean with a 6-1 lead. Be McLean's choice. McLean defers. And Faber will choose the top position. Again, McLean has a 6-1 lead as we start the second period. McLean doing a nice job of controlling those hands and popping right back up to his feet. But off the edge of the mat they'll go, and they'll get a fresh start back in the center. McLean still in the down position. And it looks like we'll get a little stoppage in action for some blood time. So while we have a little break here in the action, just wanted to remind everybody our next wrestling broadcast will be on February 6th. It'll be a home match with the Little Falls Flyers taking on Holdingford and Malacca. And I know Holdingford is currently ranked in the top 5 for Class A. And I believe Malacca is a section opponent, so it should be a good duel between both teams. So come on out and join the Little Falls Flyers and support them. And if you can't make it to view it and cheer them on live, please take the time to join us via the YouTube channel, as we'll broadcast that live on February 6th. So we have about 1:05 left here in this second period, with McLean still in the down position. McLean quickly an escape. Oh, McLean with a little duck under to a go behind. Gets his opponent down to the mat for a 3-point takedown. McLean still has, or now has, a 10-1 lead, attempting a turn here with short time left on the clock. That'll be a 4-point for the near fall for McLean. And they'll head into the third period. McLean will take the top position and head in with a 14-1 lead. McLean doing a nice job of breaking his opponent down to the mat, working to attempt securing that far wrist. Now coming off to lock up cross-face cradle. Looks like he's got his hands locked. Now we'll just attempt to get his hips across his opponent's to get his opponent's back exposed to the mat to secure some near fall. Now what McLean's going to want to do is put that lower knee in the side, but Faber able to break that grip, and that should end that match in a tech fall. So McLean will get that tech fall win. In our next featured match here will be Daxton Hardy of the Little Falls Flyers versus Tyler Ball of the Brainerd Warriors. Harney's got a little go behind, just got to get him to the mat and get around behind to secure that. There's his takedown. Tempted cradle, but got a little loose there. Ball there has a reversal, and then some possible near fall. Harney able to come out of that and get a reversal. Now Harney's securing some near fall here. We got short time here left in the second period. Harney able to get 4 near fall. So we'll head into the third period. Excuse me, second period here. My mistake. Harney defers the choice. Ball will choose neutral. Harney is now has a 9-2 lead. Attempted shot there by Ball. Harney able to sprawl. And then do a little go behind. Harney with a takedown. Immediately into the half, taking his opponent to the back. It's 4 near fall for Harney. Now 16-2. Ball able to get out of that and into a cow catcher. Gets the reversal and will attempt to get Harney to his back here, but Harney's successful in getting his belly to the mat. Now we'll work to get up to his base. Harney with a reversal immediately takes his opponent to his back. And that'll close. And that should be a tech fall for Harney. So Daxton Harney will take the tech fall win over Tyler Ball. Our next match for the Little Falls Flyers will be Logan Kuhlman. And for the Brainerd Warriors will be Ty Mulroy.
Next match, Lucas the Lariat Janey versus Bob the Builder Wallstrom.
Looks like we had a little change in the order. So this is Lucas Janey for the Little Falls Flyers versus Bob Wallstrom of the Brainerd Warriors. Wallstrom with a little go behind for a takedown. Janey on his feet. Got to break that grip and face his opponent to get that escape. And there you go. Janey quickly in on a shot. Janey's got a single leg here now. We'll crack him down, attempt to get around behind. And that'll be 3 points for Janey for the takedown right there on the edge of the mat. And they go off the edge with short time left here on the clock, 14 seconds. Janey will still remain in the top position. Janey comes out front, tempting the cow catcher, but Wallstrom able to get the escape. So as we head into the second period, Lucas Janey of the Little Falls Flyers will take a 5-3 lead and will defer the choice to Wallstrom. Wallstrom waiting for instructions from his coaches and tell them to choose the neutral position. So we'll start the second period in the neutral position. Janey in on the single leg. Wallstrom doing a nice job defending that. Sprawling with attempted go behind. And there he secures the takedown. Oh, we got Janey with the reversal. Immediately into the half Nelson. Got about 25 seconds left in this period. And there's a fall for Lucas Janey of the Little Falls Flyers. Now we'll see Ross Vanderwicken for the Little Falls Flyers come out versus Corbin Martinez of the Brainerd Warriors. And if you've watched this from the beginning, you'll notice that some of our wrestlers are going to get a couple matches tonight. I believe the previous match with Lucas Janey, that was his second match, and this is Ross Vanderwerken's second match of the night as well, as Martinez gains the takedown. Martinez was with the arm bar, running the head of Vanderwerken to get some near fall. Before near fall for Martinez, as Vanderwerken is able to fight out of that and get back to his base. Martinez in on the Navy ride, gives that up and comes in right immediately to that overhook or the arm bar. But we're going to run out of time here in this first period. Martinez will have a 7-0 lead going into the second period. So Vanderwerken's choice, he defers that choice to Martinez. Martinez will choose the neutral position. Martinez quickly in on the legs, double leg takedown, and immediately takes Vanderwerken to his back. But no near fall points awarded as Vanderwerken gets to his base. Here we go. Martinez attempting the half Nelson, but they run out of real estate, go off the edge of the mat. We'll go back to the center with 43 seconds left. Match score is currently 10-0 in favor of Martinez. Vanderwicken doing a nice job of keep moving here on the bottom. Still not quite able to get that escape. Martinez doing a nice job of following and staying behind Vanderwicken. And that'll end the second period. Should be Little Falls' choice. And we'll put him in the down position. Again, Martinez starting this third period with a 10-0 lead. Martinez decides to cut him, give Vanderwerken an escape. Quickly in on the shot, but Vanderwerken able to sprawl. Just a little snap down and go behind for Martinez for the takedown. Martinez decides to cut him and will attempt another takedown. Oh, headlock by Martinez for the takedown. Immediately get as Vanderwerken to his back. And so that match will end with a tech fall decision for Corbin Martinez of the Brainerd Warriors over Ross Vanderwecken. Our next match features Diego Gutierrez of Little Falls Flyers versus Grant Shaquin. Again, these are minute 30 periods, unlike the varsity wrestling, which is 2-minute periods. Got Sheequin in on looking at the takedown, but Gutierrez able to defend that and get the behind for the takedown. But Sheequin quickly to his feet for an escape. Gutierrez 3-1 lead. Gutierrez attempted single leg to go behind, but Sheequin able to stop it first here, attempted to cross over here, the legs, and get the takedown. Oh, that'll be the end of the first period. So Sheequin will have a 4-3 lead as we go into the second period. It'll be Gutierrez's choice. He defers. Sheequin will choose neutral to start the second period. Sheik went in on a double leg takedown. Working to take Gutierrez to his back. Looked like a couple swipes there by the official. Give Sheequin 2 near fall. And Sheequin right back into half Nelson here. Attempting to turn Gutierrez with 40 seconds left in the second period. And that match will end with a fall in favor of Grant Sheequin of the Brainerd Warriors over Diego Gutierrez. Next for the Flyers will be Carter Geisinger versus Theo Berkvelt of the Brainerd Warriors.
Theo, the Bearcat, Bearcovet.
Geisinger with a little snap down right into a cow catcher right on the edge of the mat. As they'll go off, gets a 3 near fall. So we'll come back to the center with a 6-0 lead, I believe. Again, Geisinger out front there, attempting the cow catcher. Decides to just cut him loose. Gives Berkvet the escape. Berkvet in on a single leg. Geisinger doing a nice job sprawling, attempting to go behind. Drops down into a double leg, and we'll get the takedown. Berkvet attempted Granby rollout, but runs out of time. So Geisinger has a 6-1 lead as we go into the second period. It'll be Geisinger's choice. He defers that choice. Berkvet will choose neutral. So look around the Commons. Commons is starting to fill up. A little more people coming in. We have youth wrestling practice that'll start here a short period of time. So be nice to for these younger kids to see some of the bigger kids wrestle. Geisinger in on a double, but go off the edge of the mat. No takedown, so still remain in the neutral position. Berkvet in on the headlock. Geisinger able to roll through it and defend it. Still no takedown. Berkvet in on the legs, but they go off the edge. We'll start in the neutral position. We have Geisinger with a 9-1 lead. Again, Geisinger right into that cow catcher. Takes Berkvet to his back. And this looks pretty tight. Should be a fall. So Carter Geisinger, the Little Falls Flyers, wins by fall over Thea Burkvet of the Brainerd Warriors. Next for the Little Falls Flyers, we'll have Remy Posteric versus Isaac Pickar of the Brainerd Warriors.
Isaac Plastic Man Picard.
Posteric in an attempted shot, but Pickar able to defend that and take Posteric to his back. We'll get 3 near fall. Posteric doing a nice job at keeping moving here in the bottom. Pickar in on crossface cradle. Pickar able to turn Posteric here in the crossface cradle. Posteric able to kick out of that. So we have now Pickar with a 7-0 lead over Remy Posteric. Nice solid mat return by Pickar. And our first period will come to a close. Still 7-0 in favor of Pickar. Pickar's choice. Pickar will choose the neutral position. Posteric with the headlock. Able to get the headlock for a takedown. Looks like some back points. Pickar able to come out of that and get around and for a reversal. Pickar now has a 9-5 lead with 50 seconds left in the second period. And we'll go off the edge of the mat with 20 seconds left in the second period. Posteric still in the down position. Pickar with an attempted stack there, but Posteric able to get out of that before any near fall is secured. So we'll go into the third period with Pickar still in the lead with a 9-5 lead. Posteric chooses the neutral position. Pickar immediately in on the double leg takedown. So Pickar picks up 3 near fall. Again, Pickar able to turn Posteric and will gain the fall. So for the Little Falls Flyers, we have Aiken Lang versus Aiden Picard, the Brainerd Warriors. This is like match 22. We have about 5 more matches after this. And we'll do a little handshake between the wrestlers and then still continue wrestling with some inter-squad matches. So Picard with the takedown. Like Picard is in on the overhook or the arm bar, running Aiken's head. Gets Aiken Lang to his back. Still about 30 seconds left here in the first period. And that'll be a fall for Aiden Picard over Aiken Lang. Our next match will feature Landon Swenson of the Little Falls Flyers versus Callum Fabian of the Brainerd Warriors.
Versus Callum Fancy Pants Fabian.
And again, as you've been watching, you'll notice some of these wrestlers are wrestling a couple times tonight. Trying to get in as many matches as we possibly can. And I think on the docket we have 28 matches tonight, plus the inter-squad matches following these matches. Fabian in on the double leg takedown. Immediately into the head lever and then overhooking that into the arm bar, but see Swenson's able to swim out of that. And Swenson will get an escape. Makes the match score 3-1 in favor of Fabian. Attempted sweeping single from Swenson. Got just under 10 seconds left here. Still no takedown awarded. And so first period will come to an end. Callum Fabian of the Brainerd Warriors, still a 3-1 lead over Landon Swenson. And Fabian will defer the choice. Swenson will choose down to start the second period. We'll go off the edge of the mat. We'll start back in the center. Swenson of Little Falls still in the down position and down 1-3. Landon Swenson with an escape. Now makes the match score 3-2, still in favor of Fabian of the Brainerd Warriors. with 35 seconds left. Fabian attempted a little throw by to a go behind. Both wrestlers doing a nice job of scrambling. Again, no takedown there. They go off the edge of the mat, still in the neutral position. 13 seconds left. Got Fabian in on double leg takedown, but Swenson able to defend that. And we'll run out of time here in the second period. Swenson still down 2-3. Fabian will take the down position. Swenson doing a nice job of following his opponent, staying behind. Fabian with a little crackdown here. Still no reversal points awarded. And there's a reversal for Fabian. Fabian now has a 5-2 lead over Landon Swenson. We have about 20 seconds left here in the third period. Fabian decides to cut him here right at the end of the period. Makes the match score will come to an end, a 5-3 decision for Fabian of the Brainerd Warriors over Landon Swenson. Now the Little Falls Flyers will send out Max Baum versus Blake Johnson of the Brainerd Warriors. Well, they'll go off the edge of the mat, still no score. Just little half attempt shots by both wrestlers here. There's a takedown for Blake Johnson, but no near fall. Johnson attempting a cradle. Baum able to get in on Johnson's leg. And there's a reversal for Baum right there at the end of the period. We'll make it 3-2 in favor of Johnson. Johnson will defer the choice. Baum will choose down. Baum can pop his head out here. We'll get the reversal. Comes off into a headlock. Gets the 2 for the reversal and securing some near fall points. That looks like it'll be a win by fall for Max Baum of the Little Falls Flyers. We have 2 matches left in this duel versus the Brainerd Warriors, and then we'll go into some inter-squad matches. We have Jackson Eisenlohr coming out for the Little Falls Flyers versus Kellen Faber of the Brainerd Warriors. Both wrestlers here in the collar tie. Got 40 seconds left here in the first period. Still no score. Johnson in on the legs. Eisenlohr able to defend that off. Still no takedown. So the first period will end with a 0-0 score. Eisenlohr defers that choice. And Kellen Faber of the Brainerd Warriors will choose the down position. Faber with an attempted stand-up. Eisenlohr able to do a mat return. Faber again right back to his feet. Eisenlohr attempting to half, but from the wrong side here. Wants to do it on the same side he's on. So there's an escape for Faber, which will be 1 point. Again, as I look around the commons, starting to see more and more people in here. We have youth wrestling practice coming in tonight, and so it gives these younger wrestlers a chance to watch some of the older wrestlers compete. Hopefully someday they'll be out on that mat doing the same thing. So Faber will take a 1-0 lead going into the third period. Eisenlohr will choose the down position. Faber in on the half, attempting to turn Eisenlohr. Faber securing some near fall points here. And that'll be a fall. A win for Kellen Faber of the Brainerd Warriors over Jackson Eisenlohr. Now, by my account here, by my sheet, this should be the last dual meet match of the night. And for the Little Falls Flyers, we have Daxton Harney. And for the Brainerd Warriors, we have Asa Hemsworth. So after this duel, there will be a handshake between the two teams, but we'll still continue to wrestle with some inter-squad matches. We got Harney tempting the cow catcher, but Hemsworth was able to fight that out and get Harney to the mat and to his back. So he secured the takedown and now some near fall. Got 20 seconds left here in the first period. Hemsworth working for that fall. And there's the fall. So it'll be a win by fall for Hemsworth of the Brainerd Warriors over Daxton Harney. Again, that is our last dual meet versus the Brainerd Warriors for tonight and tonight's action. We'll complete this handshake between the two teams, but then we'll still continue wrestling with some inter-squad matches. And while we're waiting for the handshake to take place, like to encourage you to tune in to our next wrestling broadcast with a home wrestling match on Thursday, February 6th, where the Little Falls Flyers will take on the Holding Ford Huskers and the Malacca Wolves. Huskers are coming in currently ranked in Class A, and the Little Flyers are currently ranked in Class AA, so it should be a great duel between those teams. And then, of course, we always have the Malacca Wolves, which has always been a traditional powerhouse program, and I know they're rebuilding, so should be some good duels. So if you can't make it to the match, please tune in via our YouTube channel. And that'll conclude our 13th annual event of Clash in the Commons with the Little Falls Warriors versus the Brainerd, or the Little Falls Flyers versus the Brainerd Warriors. And now we'll move into our inter-squad matches. We have Obadiah Walbrock versus Braden Wright. And for those viewing, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to differentiate between the two. Normally, they put some leg bands on the wrestlers, but I'll work and try to find out who's who. So that is Wabrock on top with the takedown. They'll go off to the edge of the mat. No change. So Wright will be in the down position. We have just under 20 seconds left here in the first period, with Wabrock having a 3-0 lead. But Braden Wright is able to get that escape. So as we start the second period, Braden Wright chooses the neutral position. Wright in on the leg, attempted shot. Wabrock able to defend that, but Wright attempted go behind. Still no points secured. Will remain in the neutral position. Wabrock with a little snap down there. Still no takedown awarded. Wright attempted shot on the legs. Wabrock able to defend that and get the takedown and take Wright to his back and earn the fall. So it'll be a win by fall for Obadiah Wabrock. So now for the Flyers, we have Thomas Nevergall and also Wyatt Boyd. Got Nevergall in on a double leg shot. Boyd able to sprawl and defend that and do a go behind for a takedown. Boyd attempting half Nelson. Able to turn Nevergall. Just short time here left in this first period. And the first period will come to a close. Boyd will earn 4 near fall. Now has a 7-0 lead over Thomas Nevergall. Boyd defers the choice. Nevergall chooses the down position. Looks like Boyd is attempting a cradle. Boyd still has now a false cradle locked up. Able to turn Nevergall. Nevergall able to break the grip of Boyd and get to his base. Boyd right into the half. That'll be 4 near fall for Boyd. And I believe that should be the end of the match. That should be a tech fall. So it'll be a win for Wyatt Boyd over Thomas Nevergall.
Next match, Mason Brickhouse Strum versus Justin Beast Eastman.
So we have Mason Strom versus Justin Eastman. So we got Eastman here in on the leg of Strom. Strom got the cradle locked up. Attempting to turn Eastman. Still scrambling. Both wrestlers still scrambling. No points awarded. Now that should be takedown for Strom. Strom in on the arm bar. Able to turn Eastman. Strom secures 4 near fall as we close out that first period. Strom has a 7-0 lead. Strom defers the choice. Eastman is going to choose neutral. Strom quickly in on that low single. Still a nice scramble here by both wrestlers. No takedown secured yet. And they go off the edge of the mat with still no takedown. We have Eastman with an attempted headlock, but Strom able to defend that and gets the takedown. Now makes the match score 10-0 in favor of Strom. So Strom's got the double arm bar here, turns Eastman, and that'll end this match with a fall for Mason Strom over Justin Eastman. And that'll end our 13-year event here called the Clash in the Commons. So as we close out, thank the Flyer Media Production, Mark Deal, for broadcasting, making this available on our YouTube channel. Again, I encourage you to tune in to our next home varsity wrestling match on February 6th. So thank you again for taking the time to support the Little Falls Flyers Wrestling, and go Flyers.